I'm Don with Bosox Builders. I'm a licensed contractor in Central Florida. Today I'm going to be explaining a typical installation of the illuminated mirrors. We have a standard bathroom here with a light mirror vanity combination with a GFI outlet to the side. What's great about these mirrors is they're very flexible in how you can do the installation, especially with the electrical components. For today's purposes, we're going to show you how to connect the electrical source from the light above to the mirror. So that way, when you turn on the light switch, the upper light will come on, and then you can use your sensor switch on the side to light up the illuminated mirror. As you can see, I removed the existing mirror. Before I was able to take the light out, I made sure the power was shut off at the breaker. This allowed me to take the light off completely and expose the wire we're going to be attaching to. Obviously, there might be some damaged drywall behind that. We're not going to have to do much in this case because we're going to go back with the existing light. And I took apart the mirror already. Basically, there's four screws total, 2 on each side. You disconnect it from the base, just sliding it up. And you disconnect the defogger wire from the base also. This allows you to remove the mirror completely. Basically, the next step is to find out exactly where you want to mount your mirror. So in this case, we have a tile backsplash here. The homeowner would like it be above the backsplash. So what we're going to do is get our measurements, make a level line, mark our holes, and mount the mirror. Now in this step, I figured out my center line of the vanity. I figured out exactly how high I want the mirror to be mounted. I made my marks. And how I actually got my marks for my anchor holes, I used my level line, held the base up, and then I marked my 4 holes and my center hole where my wire is going to come through. And as you can see, I've already installed my wire clamp. After the wire goes through the back, that's how I clamp it so it doesn't pull out. And in the next step, I'm going to install my wall anchors, cut out my hole for the wire access, feed an additional wire down the wall and out through the hole. What I've done in this phase, I've installed the mirror base using the 4 screws into the wall anchors. I've also installed the light base. After making sure everything's secure, I've connected the wires, the black to black, white to white, ground to ground. I've done the same up there with the light. Just to make sure everything is working properly, I went ahead and turned back on the breaker. Now we need to turn on the switch and make sure, when I turn the switch on, come over, use the sensor switch, and we should get some light. Seems to be working properly. Everything looks good. As you can see, I've reattached the defogger wire where the connectors meet. And now I'm going to make sure the wire is tucked in there nice. And I'm going to should just slide right back in there. Gotta make sure the gasket is sitting properly also. It seems to be snug. Now what you want to do is you want to attach the 4 screws, 2 on each side. Should be able to turn them maybe once by hand just to get it started. Okay, sometimes you might have to press on the mirror a little bit to get the holes to line up. This one went fairly easy. Now we're going to test the mirror installed So that way you can see the way the light shines through the frosted part of the glass. As you can see, it gives plenty of lighting for the bathroom. This can sit alone in a bathroom, be the primary light for around the mirror, and you can do away with the light above, but in this particular situation, they wanted the additional lighting. But as you can see, I mean, it definitely gives off plenty of light. Okay, we finished up the installation. As you can see, both lights work properly. With this power turned on, you can turn this off, and that can just be on, or if you just want the additional lighting, you can add the light that way. What's great about these mirrors is the flexibility I was explaining to you. If you wanted this to work completely independent from each other, you could always get the power source from an outlet nearby, and you just apply the same exact principles as we did before. Something I didn't mention before when I was snaking that wire down, but I will now, is sometimes you will have to do some drywall repair. Obviously in this case I would have to snake a wire over and up through, so I might have to do some patching. And then the same thing is in this situation. Not all installations you can just snake it out and have the wire come out that easily.